Hi everyone, and welcome to the CDK Summer Camp Parent Orientation. This video is designed and will be made for parents of CDK students that'll be in our summer camp, so you can know all the rules, how our camp works, and kind of get a quick inside look and tour of our facility and to meet our coaches. So throughout the video, some of my coaches will pop up and introduce themselves. So starting with myself, my name is Nathan Kwon-Do. I'm a 6th degree black belt in Kwon-Do. And I have been in Taekwondo for over 19 years, and I've been running camps starting under my instructor for over 15 years. And this is here at this location will be our 13th year running our summer camp. And every year it gets better and better, and I can't wait to show you some of the adjustments and changes. If you were here last year and your kids loved it, they're gonna love it even more this year. So without further ado, we're going to start off with drop-off. So the first thing is that our summer camp opens at 7 a.m. Now, most of our activities are done between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., but we do open as early for drop-off as 7 a.m. So the first thing that's new for this year is that you'll be entering in the morning through the CDK dance lobby. During the early hours of our summer camp, the doors to our main facility, CDK Taekwondo Club, will actually be locked so that we have a secure lobby in the morning. And so after you enter, over here will be a coach to check you in, go over any information, and also let you know, especially if it's Monday, which age group your child will be part of. We have 3 different age groups that we divide the students in, and a parent cannot request which age group for their child to be in. That's up to my discretion and the other coaches. But there is hedgehogs, turtles, and porcupines, and it is possible your child could switch age groups, especially if their age is kind of on that borderline and our numbers change from week to week. From there, you will be escorted to our main facility where your child will be shown where they can put their stuff away, which we're going to go to right now.
Hey, I'm Junior Master Aaron McCullough. I'm a 4th Dan. I just graduated from UTSA, and I hope all the students in our summer camp have a great summer this year. Thanks.
So speaking of their cubbies, once they have one, but first let's talk about what they should bring, what they should be bringing and putting into their cubby in the morning. First is a lunch that can be safely stored in their cubby until lunchtime. Food is not stored in a fridge or freezer here. There's not going to be a microwave available for them. And please note glass containers, soda or candy, which can end up making accidents very bad for those items there. Not to mention messy for the other two. They also can have a change of clothes. They should be coming in with comfortable clothing, shorts and t-shirts. If they have a uniform, they can put that in their cubby as well. And when it's time for Taekwondo, they'll go and grab that and put that on. And most students just put it over their comfortable clothing, train, and then we teach them how to fold it and put it away as needed so they can do it.
Hi, my name is Coach Fernanda. I am a 1st Dan in Taekwondo, and I go to University of the Incarnate Word. And for summer camp, I'm excited to lead the games such as Mystery Freeze Tag.
They should be coming in with closed-toe shoes, and then when they're here, they'll put them in the cubby as well. We use the Culebra Creek Park behind us in the mornings for outdoor sports and activities, and so closed-toed shoes are definitely needed playing soccer with flip-flops, not recommended.
Hello, my name is Manuel Williams. This is my 3rd year being a CDK coach at summer camp. I'm a 3rd Dan decided now. I'm looking forward to helping out outside and teaching kids football drills. Thank you.
They should also be bringing a decent sized water bottle that is refillable. So there's a few times in the day when my coaches will go around, check water bottles. We have a very quick fill up fountain, and so we can do that for them real quick. So definitely water bottle. We will run a very active camp here, and we give them plenty. We have all the students plenty of water breaks, so that never is an issue. Okay. And then lastly, we have a snack. So we give them a snack time in the afternoon. Now this can be put in their lunchbox, but please communicate to your child that this is the snack so they don't eat it all during lunchtime and then have nothing during snack. We also have a snack shack, so if they want to bring a dollar bill, they're welcome to go and buy a snack in our snack shack. One other thing is that electronics will not be allowed, especially on the child. And that includes even smartwatches anything that can be connected to the internet can be used in a very inappropriate way for students. If it could be as simple as a student getting a drink and they can't handle the fact that they have a phone in their bag, they'll open it and they'll use it. They could get in some very big trouble, and so we do ask for no electronics. If they must have something like that, you can check it in with the coach and we'll put it into a safe spot until pickup.
Hi, I'm Coach Gianna. This will be my second year at CDK Kwon-Do summer camp, and I'm very excited to watch students grow and see them get their next belt.
We are now in Studio B, and in Studio B, it'll look a lot different than it is right now because it'll have tables and chairs most of the day for our summer camp. This is kind of our sitting down room for the students. And so what do they do here? Well, they're going to be eating lunch. They're going to be eating snack here. We have arts and craft projects as well, and we have brain game activities and reading time. Brain game activities depends on the age. It could be something as simple as connect the dots, going over simple math and science. One of our instructors actually just graduated with his degree in education and hopes to be an elementary teacher starting in the fall, so we will be having him as well teaching in the brain game time. And we also have reading time here. That is one extra thing you can send your child with. They have certain books they need to read for the summer. Go ahead and send that with them. They'll have some reading time. We also have a small library of age-appropriate books as well that they can pick from during reading time. The last thing about Studio B is that there is on Monday and Wednesday going to be an optional activity that I mentioned. And we're about to head into Studio A. During that time, the child will have a choice between reading time or a dance class. And so again, if they don't want to do dance, they're welcome to stay in here. There'll be a coach in here, of course, and they can have their reading time just like they would on Tuesday and Thursday. But if they choose to, they can go to Studio A with one of our dance instructors, and they'll be taking a dance, an age-appropriate dance class for them. Let's go take a look at Studio A now.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, and I'm the CDK Dance Director. I look forward to working with your kids this summer to learn age-appropriate hip-hop dance moves to Disney songs from movies such as Camp Rock, High School Musical, and Descendants.
So here we are in Studio A, and it's going to look a little different in very, very soon. This flooring will be a new sub-flooring with Marley layering, a very professional dance floor, and this is where our Monday and Wednesday dance class will be taught by one of our awesome dance instructors.
I'm Coach Analia. I just finished my first year at TAM-UCC, Texas A&M University in Corpus Christi, majoring in nursing. And for this summer, I look forward to working with the students, specifically in dance and working in arts and crafts.
This also sometimes will be used for some parkour training, just more physical activities for the students. Sometimes that will be in here as well. And as far as the parkour training, it's very basic parkour, and they will have a great time learning some of those physical skills.
Hello, I'm Samantha Pasai of a third-degree black belt. I've been training here since 2011. I'm an assistant instructor. What I'm most looking forward to for summer camp is teaching my own class and teaching older students. Thank you.
So real quick mention about our bathrooms. We have 3 bathrooms here at CDK, and we have 2 in our dojang and 1 in the dance studio, and students are always welcome to use them throughout the day. And we do ask them to usually raise their hand, but we do mention to them that if it's an emergency, they can just go, and they're not going to get in trouble because we don't want anyone to have accidents. Now, we are a sports exempt facility, not a daycare, so all students must be potty trained. We cannot go into the bathroom to help them with those types of things. So real quick, I want to mention about discipline, kind of the rules, and how we keep such a structured camp here. There is a little bit of a learning curve for new students, but we pair them up with current students, and they tend to learn very quickly that way. We still use our Taekwondo discipline throughout camp, throughout the whole day, so we will expect them to be saying yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, and no ma'am, and treating other students with courtesy. So what happens when they don't? Well, a student has a few chances. We remind them about the issue and hopefully they fix it. Then we warn them about what's about to happen. If it happens twice, we warn them. Finally, a third one, they'll be sat out, talked to with the director. Hopefully from there we can solve the problem, because our director is going to remind them that they're an awesome student, they can do this, they just have to change and adjust their behavior and get back in there and have some fun. But if it happens again, then we will have to write up the child and contact the parents. It is possible, though, that they could skip all those steps and get an immediate write-up if they do something very bad. So what is very bad? Well, a child who uses very bad language depending on their age. In other words, if they understand what they're saying. So if a 10-year-old says a very bad word, then they're going to need to be written up right away. That language is not allowed here at CDK. It is not allowed, and it will be written up immediately. The way write-ups works is pretty simple. 3 write-ups, and the child has to be dismissed from our CDK camp. We do not allow bullies. We do not allow bad language. If a child hurts another child, they'll be written up immediately, and depending on the severity of what occurred, they could be dismissed that very day. Again, we just don't allow that here at CDK. So that's kind of how our discipline works here. We work with the child as much as we can. We love to change lives and help children adjust and become better versions of themselves. But sometimes we may not be the camp for them, and we want what's best for the students. So if we're not the camp for them, perhaps another place will be. Again, this is very rare that it occurs, but it has happened in the past. So I just wanted to go over that, how the discipline works here and how the write-ups work. If you have any questions about that, please reach out and let me know. Thank you. Okay, so right now, whatever you're currently doing, if you're cooking dinner, cleaning something, helping your child something, please stop and take out your cell phone. Maybe you're watching this on your cell phone right now, and put our number in your phone. Very important, 210-688-7700. You need to put that in your phone so that you can quickly contact us, text message or phone call. And at all times, one of the CDK directors will be on campus with this phone ready to talk with you or answer any questions, or sometimes we need to reach out to you. And all of your numbers are in our phone. So please, again, put 210-688-7700 into your phone, CDK Summer Camp. We had a question about medication. If a student has to take a medication, they do need to be able to take it on their own at the right times. Most of the time, it's usually lunch. Let us know ahead of time. We can store that medication in our office where no students are allowed, and then when it's time, we can give it to them. So field trips. So throughout the summer, there will be field trips. We sent out the field trip list already, but if you need one, please contact us through text or email. Our email is unitkd471@gmail.com, and we'll send that over to you. We'll also have a copy in the front when you drop off your child, so you can always take one with you on Monday. So field trips, some of them are in-house. If they're in-house, that means there's not much you need to do. There's maybe someone coming in like an animal show, and they're gonna learn some awesome things on the field trip day, which is usually either Wednesday or Thursday for in-house field trips. Now, throughout the summer, there may be a couple where we leave our facility. The way that works is if your child, let's say they're in the youngest group, the hedgehogs, then that means on Tuesday at 9 a.m., no later. So if they're gonna go to the field trip, they must be here at 9 a.m. We will go in our 15-passenger vans. We will travel to whatever field trip it is. Could be a nearby park, have some fun, but we'll be back by lunch. We just do quick morning field trips if we are traveling anywhere. What if you are late, or if your child does not want to attend that field trip, or you do not want your child to attend the field trip? No worries. Camp still is going on with the other 2 age groups, and so what we simply do is whatever student is not going to the field trip that day, we put them in the next closest age group, and that day, on the field trip day specifically, during that time, we make sure we're doing activities that are very activities that all ages can be a part of, so nothing too different as far as physically or mentally. So that's kind of how field trips work. They are optional. We just ask for a little bit of communication. If your child's not going to be on the field trip, let us know. For field trip day, we really ask that the students wear their summer camp, CDK summer camp shirts. If you haven't received one yet, please let us know. We do have them in stock now. And so yeah, you can stop by and grab one, or we can give them to you when your child first comes to camp. But throughout the summer camp, we take pictures and video of students. Sometimes we send them directly to you via text on our phone, and sometimes we post them in our Facebook group. But definitely, if you're on Facebook, join our CDK Friends and Family group so you can check out, and also follow the Alamo Ranch Best Summer Camp and After School, which is another page that we'll be posting photos and video. And that's not an optional thing. That's why we have all students sign off, their parents sign off on the media waiver, because we use a lot of picture and video that way we communicate with parents of what's going on with our camp. But yeah, field trips, have them wear their CDK summer camp t-shirt. Thanks. And finally, pickup time. So our camp closes at 6 p.m. Of course, you can pick up your child at any time. And you can use, at that point in the afternoon, the entrance into the CDK Kwon-Do Club. Now, when you come in, the children, especially if it's after 4:45, they will probably be in Studio B. But not to worry, after we check your ID, and please have your ID ready until our coaches know who you are and really clearly remember your face. They're going to be asking you for your ID for safety. But once we check our list, we check your ID, we'll then use our radio and, you know, Coach Fernanda, please bring up little Johnny, his mother's here. And they'll come out with their backpack and shoes on, ready to leave with you. At that time also is a good time to sometimes go over any field trip questions you might have for the week and talk about how his day went so that you have a clear communication with us about how your child is doing in our camp. All right, thanks.
My favorite game at Taekwondo is Spy Run. My favorite game at Taekwondo is Capture the Ball. My favorite game at Taekwondo is... I forgot. My favorite game at Taekwondo is Capture the Ball. My favorite game at Taekwondo is Capture the Ball. My favorite game at Taekwondo is Bear Crawl Attack. My name is Elias and my favorite game at Taekwondo is Capture the Ball. My favorite game is Dog Catcher. My favorite game is Mystery Pizza!
My favorite game at Taekwondo is Jail Dodgeball. My favorite game is Sharks and Minnows.
My favorite game is Capture the Ball. 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 My favorite game is Dog Catcher.
My favorite game is Battleship.
My favorite game is Dodgeball.
My favorite game is Battleship. My favorite game is Capture the Ball.